Hey YouTube, shout out to Chuck Cook. Since I'm glad to hear that Chuck is doing great. You know, he had a unfortunate incident, and that's really scary. And I you know, definitely thoughts and prayers go out to Chuck, and hopefully he gets everything back into good shape here pretty soon. I thought I'd carry the mantle for a little bit and maybe try some unprotected left turns of my own. I've done some here on this street, but haven't had great results. And as you can see, it's 2 lanes in each direction, and that one was pretty good. 2 lanes in each direction, and the speed limit is 35 actually. And there's a spot further down the road, which I will probably try to do, where it has a turn lane. And so far, the turn lane thing has been hit and miss, whether it uses it or not. It's more awkward than anything. But I wanted to get some unprotected lefts in, and give me first a baseline, right? So I haven't done any dedicated UPL videos, and thought perhaps I'd carry on the mantle a little bit while Chuck's car is getting fixed and he gets back into it. I'm a big fan of Chuck. Been watching his videos even before I had a Tesla, so sort of an inspiration for me as well. I know that lots of folks enjoy his work. So I don't know if my unprotected left will be as interesting or as good as his, but I figure I'd give some a shot. Give me another series to continue to film and test between each builds, and we'll see how we'll do. The tests I've kind of done so far have been fairly precarious, and that last one was pretty good, but it was also pretty easy. So we will see what happens here next. Alright, got one truck on the left here. Needs to creep up a bit, but consistently has been pulling too far in. Okay, it can go if it goes, and that's pretty good. That would have been too slow. Should it would have been too slow should there have been more traffic. It would have been kind of an issue, but in that particular case, again, with the amount of traffic and folks coming, it was okay. So 2 for 2 with pretty easy scenarios, and we'll see what the next one looks like. Alright, coming up here on attempt number 3. Got one truck coming on the left, some traffic on the right. A lot of decent traffic amount on the right. Can go, okay, it's gonna roll it. Okay. You know what? That was good. That was actually very good. That was a decent sized window that was definitely safe, and it kept up with traffic and did a decent job kind of committing. So that's 3 for 3. All right, coming up on attempt number 4 here. Fairly clear to the left. We got some traffic to the right. Doing some creeping. And that's about as far creeping as I'd like to go, but it's got plenty of visibility. So it can go. Okay, and actually a really nice boost right there through the turn. That was awesome, actually. Good amount of speed after the commit, a decent creep into the road, but not too far enough to see some visibility and not be too nose deep in. That was that's probably the best left I've gotten yet. So 4 for 4 right there, which is pretty good. Haven't had any super tough scenarios yet, but those have been nice and confident, and I really like seeing them. Let's see what we get in attempt 5. All right, here we go. Attempt number 5. Again, as I've mentioned and as you've seen, we've had some decent or some pretty easier scenarios so far. We do have some traffic coming to the left, some traffic to the right, slow creep, hopefully not too quickly, and we're nose pointed. I'm really not a fan of this like preemptive nose pointing to the left. It's kind of unnecessary. And we've got a truck here. He sees that I'm in the way and creeping a little bit, and he's not sure of what I'm gonna do. And we can go here, and it's okay. I'm intervening here, taking over. That one I'll call a miss, and really shouldn't have had any reason. It just, you know, did the whole creeping a little too much, and didn't commit that time, and instead just kind of creeped into the road when it definitely didn't need to do that creep. It should have had, man, if it did anything like that number 4, was it number 5? Yeah, number 4. That number 4 was just perfect. Like, it found the gap, it went, and it gave a good amount of boost to get into the lane and up to speed with traffic. So we'll give it one more go here. All right, here is attempt number 7, if I'm not mistaken. I kind of maybe have lost count. But let's see what we've got here. All right, so strange kind of move over to the right, which, okay, so clear on the left, it can go, and if it goes here, it needs to go. All right. Yep, that was pretty good. The car there was a car in this lane, but it really did make a decent attempt to make a nice boost and keep up with traffic. So again, I think that one was fairly easy, but again, the good thing is it got in that lane right on time and was able to give enough acceleration to keep up, so we weren't impeding the car already in the lane. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move down a couple of blocks, and there is a street that has a turn lane, and we'll see what it does there. Alright, so on this street, we do have a turn lane. Now, I've never seen it utilize the turn lane, but might as well see, right? So same street, just a little bit further down, it gives us a turn lane. The one thing that it does not do, okay, so it didn't use the turn lane there, but a nice boost, keep up with traffic, which was totally fine, and made the left turn. All right, so here we go with attempt number 2 here, using the turn lane. So again, we're just a little bit further down from the spot where I've been taking the lefts previous, except just a little bit further down, we have this turn lane. So this is attempt number 2 with an unprotected left using a turn lane, or with an available turn lane, I should say. Okay, so if it goes on this, it needs to commit, and it does, but did not utilize that turn lane at all. So again, I think that was good, and especially with the amount of traffic that we had coming in this direction. I might have used the turn lane myself, but I mean, that proof positive that it wasn't needed if it commits. So that's 2 for 2 with an available turn lane, although not making use of the turn lane. So it's just skipping it over just like any other lane of traffic. So I think so far that's been the closest I've had where if it was just going to make use of a turn lane before joining traffic, that would have been a good, safe opportunity to do so, but it decided to instead just boost and keep up. So we'll give the turn lane one more shot here. So far, so good, and really not too bad overall with the unprotected lefts. I had some lefts earlier as I was just trying to get settled into my routine here for my left-hand turns, and they were really pretty terrible, and I did probably about 6 of them. But I might have a tip on that if this one turns out to be good as well, because I think I know one of the main issues, which was user error. Alright, so attempt number 3, unprotected left turn, using a turn lane. It should probably wait for this truck, but we're wide open on the left, and it could totally go. So wide open, no problem. A little janky moving into the lane there. That was a bit awkward, but it made the turn and did okay. What I might end up doing as well for future videos there is, as you see, I'm really literally making a loop. And I might try and see if I can program that in, because it would be interesting to see if it'll utilize, if it'll help me do that loop, right? So I just have to set the marker each time. But that would be an interesting test to include as well. So I think I'll call it for this set of videos. Overall, you know, pretty good. Didn't make use of the turn lane, but also hadn't really had like a massive opportunity or need to do so. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you found these interesting, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and feel free to give Chuck a shout out too. Really, again, enjoyed his videos, enjoy his left turns. I know a lot of folks did as well, and I don't think I'll ever be able to do justice for him. And I think we'll be able to at least continue doing some left turns here with each update and see how it works. So thanks everybody, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.